So I want to share something that just happened recently. So I had a sandwich for lunch, right? And actually I had a sandwich and something else. So technically I had two lunches. The sandwich I was thinking of eating it, later on instead of my lunch break. Anyways, so I was planning on eating the sandwich because I was craving a sandwich, right? And I had my lunch in the vehicle that I'm driving, and I was getting off the freeway, and there was this lady standing there crying. She had her hands put together like she was begging God, crying. She was crying. And I said, "Oh my goodness, this lady's crying. She's begging like she's hungry." As much as I wanted to eat the sandwich, because I haven't eaten a sandwich in a long time, I craved that sandwich. I said, I'm going to give her the sandwich. I mean, I still have more other food that I can eat. But I was like, all right, I'm going to give this lady the sandwich. As much as I desire to eat the sandwich, I'm going to give it up and I'm going to give it to her. And God allowed this to happen because, of course, He was testing my heart. Like, are you going to give up, what you really want? And God does this because He's blessing that person. He's answering that person's prayer. God answered her prayer through me. I didn't know this was going to happen. If I did, I would have had another sandwich, right? But I didn't. I only had one. And so God was testing my heart and He was answering her prayer at the same time. This lady was literally crying, begging for someone to give her food. And I just happened to go on the street off the freeway where she was standing. She literally had tears coming out of her eyes. I gave her the sandwich and I said, God bless. She just smiled and started to eat the sandwich. I kept driving. And God was telling me, He was like, if you wouldn't have given her the sandwich, you wouldn't have answered her prayer. And I'm like, okay, that's true. And then another thing that God was teaching me was that we need to learn how to put other people before us. We need to learn how to put other people before us, like how to care for people. We can't be selfish and always be like, oh, that's me. This is my sandwich. This is what I brought for lunch. This is what I'm eating. No. Like, I literally had I have more food. The sandwich was just going to be like a snack. And what I wanted the most, I gave it up. And not that I'm complaining or boasting or anything. I'm sharing this because this is a very important lesson. God said, you answer her prayer. Okay, good. Praise God. I give God all glory. And second, He's teaching me to put other people's before me, other people's needs before me. Now, this doesn't mean that don't do nothing for yourself, help the whole world. No. You are to do things for yourself, take care of yourself, feed yourself, your family, and everything, of course. But God is teaching me, like, to learn to love others and to help them in times of need and to put them before you. Like, if you're in the position to help that person, even if it's something so simple, something so small, a sandwich means a lot to them. I don't know how many days or how many hours this lady hasn't ate food, anything. Who knows? I really don't know, and I don't need to know. Long as I know that I did the right thing, as much as I wanted the sandwich, I did the right thing and I helped her. I answered her prayers, and I did what God is asking me to do. Like, I need to start putting people before me and helping people out. Not to be selfish, not to be prideful. And this also teaches me how to be humble, because we are to be humble. So again, I wanted to share this because this is a lot that you can learn from. And if there's something that you've gone through already or you're going through, this is confirmation to you that God is also teaching you these things at the same time. So I hope that you take this in a way that will help you, and know that when you are doing these things, know that you're doing it because God is teaching you these things and you're doing the right thing. Like, you are hearing from God. This is from God. It cannot be from the devil, because the devil he comes to steal, kill, and destroy, as it says in John 10:10. You know, we ought to be helping others. And usually that happens when we least expect it. I wasn't expecting to give up my sandwich, but I did it in obedience to Christ. I did it because that's the right thing to do. I still have food. You know, I'm not losing nothing. If anything, I'm gaining God's blessing. I'm gaining happiness and joy. Like, yes, I was able to help someone today. So again, I hope that you take this video as an encouragement and that you can learn from it. God bless.